Okay, so last video we learned how to make a moving tank that can shoot when pressing space. So if you want to learn how to make a two-player game, I suggest you don't go onto this video and go onto the video that's showing up now instead. But if you want to learn how to do a single-player game, then stick around. So for this single-player game, we're probably going to want to have the tank fighting some sort of creatures. For this one, I'm gonna have them fighting zombies. You can make it whatever you want. So zombies are probably gonna be a circle. So make a new costume. You can name it zombie. Zombie. That is spelled wrong. There we go. And then just make a circle. Make it smaller. There we go. Center it. Then we can also just zoom in here so we can get more detailed. Then we can just do a line like this. Make sure that the lines are pointing this way, because if you do it the other way, you can see that this is pointing in 90 degrees. So when you make it so it turns in direction, let's say direction -90, it'll look in that direction, and then it'll look in the direction of this, whatever that is. So kind of like the bullet, we're going to be making clones of these. So we'll use a a one-clicked, it's going to hide. We're also going to make a new variable. We'll call it wave, because this is going to be the number of waves that each, because like you're going to try to beat as much waves as possible. So I'll have this as waves, and then I'll put this to a large readout. So this is the number of waves. So we have our zombie here, and when clicked, it's going to hide. And then we'll take a forever, and we're just going to want it so it makes clones. We can do, I don't know, we can make it every 3 seconds. We'll probably make some sort of algorithm, but we're just going to make sure that this works right now. So wait 3 seconds, and then it's going to create a clone of itself, and it's going to keep on repeating. So it'll make a clone every 3 seconds. Then when I start as a clone, forever, we're just going to make it point towards tank 2. So, but we're also going to want to make it so it shows too. So when clicked, see, and then we can wait a bit. See, it's going to always point towards us. And then if we add something like move 10 steps, he's super fast, so we don't want to do something like that. We can make it so it's like 3 steps, so he'll be a lot slower. Unfortunately, our tank speed is 3, so we may just want to make it like 1. No, I'm going to do it as 2 because 1's a bit slow, and I'll raise the tank speed. So just change this to 4 steps, maybe 5 steps, and then change S to -5 steps. So then you're able to just move around like this. Okay, so we made the zombie. I'm just gonna take out this. Actually, I'll take out this because there we go. So we won't have the zombies fighting us constantly. And we're gonna make a new variable. We can call it zombie health. Zombie health. Oh wait, I just messed that up. Forgot to do something because it took me so long. I'll just name this zombie. And then we're gonna make it so for this sprite only. We'll take out that. So when it starts as a clone, it's gonna set zombie to 3, because that's gonna be the amount of health it has. Okay? So that's gonna be the amount of health. Then we're gonna also have an if then the health equals 1 or 0, sorry. Zombie equals 0, then delete this clone. Okay, and I just realized we're also going to have to add another if then touching the bullet, then change zombie by -1. And since we have to have remember when we did the wait amount of seconds for damage if you watch the 2-player one, what we're also going to have to do a wait. You can do wait 0.3 seconds. There, and then they disappear. It's hard to shoot them. God. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to need to change the speed of how the tank moves, because it's way too slow. We can change that to like 10 even. And make sure you change A to -10. Unless you had them as opposites. Is there? Okay, that's very fast now. Turn around a lot better though. And since I'm touching the edge, it will not shoot, so. There. And see, they're moving. And they're just coming out like that. Since these zombies are for wave 1, I'm gonna only make their damage. I'm gonna only make their health at 2. And do you wanna know what would be good? If we made it so if they're touching a zombie, then they'll move to the side. So then they won't all be on top of each other, so we'll make it a lot better. Let me just quickly start it. This is going to be very hard. So take it. If touching, make sure that you get this color right here. If touching that color, then so if touching that body, or if touching the green, we'll turn 90 degrees maybe, and then move 30 steps. Okay, that is odd looking. Yeah, that is definitely not what we should do. Yeah, no. So it's a pretty fun game. We'll learn more about different waves on the next video and different zombies that you can do. Actually, you know what? Actually, I'll show about waves in this one. So we're gonna make another variable. This is gonna be called time left in wave. Time left in wave. Move it over here. We're also gonna make it so when the zombie spawns, we'll make it so it goes. This is not right, by the way. We're gonna make it so it'll go maybe 200, I'm not sure. Okay, no, not that. This one is gonna have to be 200, I think. Yeah. So that'll be 200, and then we can make it so the Y is randomized. So pick random. So minus 200 to 200, because up and down is by 200. So it should go inside of a random spot. Oh, I put that in a random. There we go. In the wrong spot. There we go. See how they spawn randomly? Like that one spawned there. That one actually spawned inside the same spot, surprisingly. See how one spawned there and then another one just spawned there? Another one spawned about there. Another one spawned up there. One spawned over here. So see how it's completely randomized? Oh, did not mean to do that. Another one over here. Another one up here. So we can see that it completely randomizes where they spawn. That doesn't matter right now. I think I'll make a new one. We'll call this timer. The thing about this one is that we aren't actually going to paint anything here, because this is going to be controlling the timer. So when clicked, we'll add a forever, and then we'll set timer to 25. So we'll repeat until the timer equals 0. Okay, so put this in. So we'll do change timer left in wave by -1, and then we'll do wait 1 second. So this thing's gonna act as a timer, you'll see. It's just gonna decrease like that. And I'll actually put this thing at the front. So when it's clicked, it'll wait a second, and boom. Okay. So that's almost all. That's almost all inside this. I'm still gonna have one more thing about the waves. And then the next video, I'll just be showing you guys like different zombie ideas you guys may want to have. And then different power-up ideas you'll want to have for the game to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, so to control the waves, so at the start we're going to want to make it so it set waves to 1. And you know what? Instead of doing this repeat until, I'll do an if then, or else. So add a not in here, So if it's not that, then we'll wait a second and then change timer left and wave by -1. If it is like that, then we'll change waves by 1 and then set timer left and waves to 30. I'll actually change this to 32. So we'll see if it works when this gets to 0. Okay, I'm also going to make it right now. We're going to do the health part of it when this timer is going down. So if then touching, I think we're going to have to do this type of color because it will not be able to sense touching a zombie. So if then touching, I don't know if this is the right color or not. Actually, yes it is, because that was able to put it off. So if then touching that color, we can also see up here, see it change the wave by 1 and then it reset it. And when this gets to 0 again, it'll redo it. There. So it should change the health now. Okay, yeah, obviously the color is wrong. Wait, just a second. I think I just realized something. Yeah, this is health pink tank. We need health purple tank to change. Okay, apparently that's not doing anything. Yeah, it's probably the color then. So the color is 31. I'm actually going to change the brightness and the saturated up like that, because then it'll just be easier. So we need a 31 color, and then max for both. There. Close enough, and we can see that we're taking damage. Just wanted to make sure that it would work. Looks like it is. And then we can just see how much waves you'll be able to survive. That's how you do a simple game like this. In next video, we'll learn how to do stuff like different types of zombies and things. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you guys like and subscribe. And then look at this sick game that I made. It has 100 hearts. It would be so much better if it had more than 100 hearts. And look at this. I really need some help because I'm going to try to make these 2 new things soon. Actually, not really soon, but when this gets to version 3, I'm definitely going to have those 2 inside the game. Look, you can even choose the amount of rounds you want. Different maps. There's so much different maps. Look at that. 3, 4, 5 different maps. Change different amounts of health. And then you can play. See? And when you lose, look at that. You can even do that. Shoot that. Do a bunch of cool stuff here. Hope you guys check out my profile. It's Bob1459. And I have a bunch of other cool games too.